We already discussed three parts in oblique projectile motion. In today's class we will discuss about oblique projectile motion from a moving body. Suppose in case first, moving body or moving frame or moving vehicle have constant speed. Simply we take a trolley that is moving with a constant speed v. A man throws a ball of mass m at an angle alpha with a speed u. U is a speed with respect to moving trolley. So taking component of velocity along horizontal direction and perpendicular to it. A speed u have two components with an angle theta, u cos theta along horizontal direction and u sin theta along vertical direction. And moving frame have constant speed v. We know from relative concept if frame is moving at an speed or velocity v1 and a body moving with a velocity v2 with respect to the frame, then velocity of body with respect to ground is nothing but the vectorial summation. Velocity of frame with respect to ground is v1. Velocity of object with respect to frame is v2, suppose. Then velocity of object with respect to ground is what? Velocity of object with respect to frame, velocity of frame with respect to ground. What is velocity of object with respect to frame? v2 plus velocity of frame with respect to ground is v1, v2 plus v1. So velocity of object with respect to ground is what? Vectorial summation. Vectorial summation. So if we have velocity of projectile with respect to trolley u cos theta and velocity of trolley with respect to ground v, then the vectorial summation velocity of projectile with respect to ground is v plus u cos theta. V plus u cos theta. In vertical direction, in vertical or y-axis direction, as frame is not moving, so velocity of projectile remains unaffected. So in this direction, velocity of projectile with respect to trolley equals to velocity of projectile with respect to ground, and that equals to u sin theta. Therefore, if there is a trolley that have two component of a speed, have one component of a speed, and projectile have two component, u cos theta and u sin theta, therefore with respect to ground, projectile have two speed, v plus u cos theta and u sin theta. So now u cos theta comes as v plus u cos theta. What will be the time of flight in this case? What will be the time of flight in this case? As time of flight depends on vertical component only, so remains unchanged. Here also time of flight is 2u sin theta over c. What is greatest height? What is greatest height in this case? As h equals to g over 8 into t square. H only depends on t, and t depends on vertical component of a speed. So h also remains u square sin square theta over 2. H also remains the same. What will be effect on greatest horizontal displacement or range? Range is 2 u cos theta u sin theta over z. Here z remains constant, u cos u sin theta remains constant. Only u sin theta remains constant, u cos theta changes. So this formula is not applicable here. Here in this case u cos theta is replaced by v plus u cos theta, v plus u cos theta, v plus u cos theta. So in this case range equals to 2 v plus u cos theta u sin theta over c. This is the formula for range in this case. So there is change in the relation of R. In second case, suppose trolley is moving in opposite way as trolley is moving in this direction with a speed u, and a man throws ball in this direction at an speed at an angle theta. What will be time of flight, greatest height and horizontal range in this case? To explain this, first of all we have to break components. U cos theta, u sin theta is a speed with respect to trolley, and a speed of trolley is in this direction v. Suppose or let u cos theta is less than v, then projectile have resultant speed with respect to ground v minus u cos theta and vertical speed u sin theta. Therefore time of flight is 2u sin theta over z. Greatest height is u square sin square theta over 2z. And what is the range? Range formula is 2v minus u cos theta u sin theta over g. There may a question arise here. Sub case 1, find the condition so that ground observer see no horizontal displacement, means no range equals to 0, as r equals to 2 v minus u cos theta u sin theta over z, range have to be 0. So v minus u cos theta equals to 0, v must be equals to u cos theta, means horizontal component of speed of projectile with respect to trolley equals to speed of trolley with respect to ground. Then in this case there is no range. No range means ground observer. No range means projectile have u cos theta v and u sin theta, both are equal, so cancel out. So ground observer only sees that body is moving like this and falls under gravity, and there is no range. Third case, suppose trolley is accelerating, starting from rest and have an acceleration of a. A man throws a ball at an speed u at an angle theta. What will be the effect on time of flight, greatest height and range? First of all, we have to break component. Initial speed of the projectile is u cos theta, vertical speed is u sin theta, and trolley have zero speed. So time of flight is 2u sin theta over z. Greatest height is u square sin square theta over 2z, and range is u square sin 2 theta over z. There is no change in value of t, h and r. In this case, if after time t from the start of motion of trolley, man throws a projectile, then what is effect on time of flight, greatest height and horizontal displacement range after time t? After time t, trolley have a speed a into t, and ball have two component, u cos theta, u sin theta. Therefore, horizontal component of projectile, initial horizontal component of a speed of projectile is at plus u cos theta, and vertical component is u sin theta. So time of flight and greatest height remains unchanged, remains unchanged, and there is change in the range. There is change in the range. There is change in the range. What will be the range? We all know range formula: 2at plus u cos theta horizontal component multiply vertical component divided by g. This is range in this case. So if trolley moves with constant speed or accelerated speed, we can calculate the greatest height, time of flight, range, and even their trajectory. Now suppose projectile is in non-inertial frame. And a non-inertial observer sees their trajectory. Suppose there is a frame moving at an acceleration a. And at any time t have some constant speed v at any time. A man in the non-inertial frame throws a ball at an speed u at an angle theta. What is time of flight, greatest height, and horizontal range in this case? First of all, we have to break the components of the projectile motion. Projectile have two components of a speed: u cos theta, u sin theta. Pseudo acceleration a. According to observer, frame is in rest. Because with respect to observer, frame is a fixed one. So trolley have a speed 0 with respect to observer. So after time t, body have two component, u cos theta, u sin theta, and also have two component of acceleration. One is a naught of the frame, and other of the gravity z. So time of light and greatest height remains unchanged here also. And what will be the range? Range equals to r equals to u cos theta t plus half a t square. R equals to u cos theta and t is time of light, 2u sin theta over z. Half acceleration is a naught, time of light 2u sin theta over z का square. So range is 2u sin theta over z common, u cos theta plus a naught by 2 2u sin theta by z. 2 gets cancelled. So range formula is 2 over 2 u cos theta plus a naught over z sin theta into u sin theta divided by z. So this is the required range. In this case. This is the required range in this case. Now we have to discuss type second of projectile motion. Type second of projectile motion. Type second. What is type second? We have to project bodies from some height with respect to earth surface. Case 1. A body from a height h from parallel to earth surface what will be their time of flight, horizontal greatest displacement, trajectory nature, as well as equation of trajectory. In this case is given body projected from some height h. Horizontally. Suppose horizontal speed is u. As there is no vertical component of initial speed in this direction, speed is 0. Only acceleration is acting z. So time of light is under root 2h over z. In this time body will fall. With falling displacement, body have also horizontal displacement due to a speed u. So in this case, horizontal speed is u, that is a constant, and vertically accelerated. So this motion is also 2D motion. This motion is also 2D motion because for every x there is another y. So approximately we can say body goes horizontally and also comes vertically downward. Let after time t body at this position. So this one is our y axis, this one is our x axis. So this is xy coordinate. What is x? X is u into t. What is y? What is y? Y is u is 0, ut plus half acceleration is z into t square. So after time t displacement x is ut, after time t displacement y is half gt square. Eliminating t from both, we get trajectory equation or locus of the projectile in whole motion. X equals to ut, so t equals to x over u. Y equals to half z t square, so y equals to half z t is x over u का square, so z x square over 2u square. Y is z over 2u square x square. So graph is parabolic in nature. Therefore, trajectory of projectile in this case also comes parabolic in nature. What is greatest horizontal displacement in this case of horizontal projection? हॉरिजॉन्टल प्रोजेक्शन के केस में ग्रेटेस्ट डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या होगी? x is ut, x maxima when t is maxima and t maxima is time of light, so u is, what is t? T is under root 2h over z, so x maxima is the range, so range equals to u under 2h over z. So in case of horizontal projection, time of light is under root 2h over z. greatest height is the given h and horizontal range is u under root 2h over z. Equation of trajectory is y equals to y equals to g over 2u square, y equals to g over 2u square x square. We can draw graph. If this one is x, this one is y, the graph is like this. If this one is y, this one is x, graph is like this. What is nature of trajectory? Nature of trajectory in this case is parabolic. In this case is parabolic. In second case, projection from some height. Suppose there is a tower of some height h, and we have to throw a projectile at an speed u at an angle theta. In this case we have to find. In this case trajectory is like this. This one is the range. This is our trajectory. Time of flight is t, and greatest height is something different. Suppose this one is height h, and we have to throw projectile in this direction. So projectile comes like this one. This height is the greatest height, and this is the greatest horizontal displacement range. And suppose t is the time. We have to calculate t, h and r. Time of flight, greatest height and horizontal range. In process, first of all, calculate component of initial velocity of the projectile. We all know that is u cos theta, u sin theta. Acceleration vertically downward z. So we can calculate easily time of flight. Because downward vertical displacement is only h. Considering vertical motion, displacement is minus h, acceleration is minus z, initial speed is u sin theta positive, and time of flight t, let. If h is given, g is given, and u sin theta is given, we can calculate h using non-uniform constant accelerated motion equation. S equals to ut plus half at square with suitable sign. S is minus h, u is u sin theta, time of flight is t, half acceleration is minus g time of flight t square. Multiply by minus sign, h equals to minus u sin theta into t plus half g t square. In this equation there is only unknown t, so we can calculate t. How we can calculate? Take LCM 2h equals to minus 2u sin theta into t plus gt square. So gt square plus minus 2u sin theta into t minus 2h equals to 0. So this is a standard equation, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. We can solve. X is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. So time of flight comes out to be 2u sin theta over 2z plus minus under root 2u sin theta over 2z का स्क्वायर प्लस 8gh over 4g square. So time of flight comes out to be 2 gets cancelled, u sin theta over z plus minus under root u sin theta over z का स्क्वायर plus 1g gets cancelled 2 times 2h over z. So this is the formula. This is the required time of flight in this case. This is the required time of flight in this case. What will be the horizontal range? Range equals to u cos theta multiply t. That equals to u cos theta multiply u sin theta over z plus minus under root u sin theta over z square plus 2h over z. This is the required range in this case. What is greatest height? What is greatest height? Greatest height is this height given h, and projectile goes like this one. If this height is h dash, so greatest height is h plus h dash. What is h dash? H dash is u square sin square theta over 2z. So greatest height is h plus u square sin square theta over 2z. In case third, suppose body projected from some height h in this direction with an speed u at an angle theta. What will be the time of flight, greatest height and range in this case? Taking components, projectile have two component of initial speed, u cos theta, u sin theta. Acceleration is z. Body goes like this. So this one is our greatest height. Given height is greatest height. Given height is greatest height. Greatest height in this case. Given height is greatest height. And what is time of flight? What is time of flight? Considering vertical motion. Considering y-axis motion. Considering y-axis motion. In this direction, initial speed u is minus u sin theta, acceleration is minus z, displacement is minus h, and suppose time of flight is t. So we can apply equation of motion. S equals to ut plus half a t square minus u sin theta t plus half a t square. So minus common gets cancelled. H equals to u sin theta t plus half z t square. What is difference from the second case? What is difference from the second case? This sign is negative and here this sign is positive. Only difference. So taking LCM 2h equals to 2u sin theta into t plus gt square. So gt square plus 2u sin theta into t minus 2h equals to 0. So time of flight is minus b minus 2u sin theta plus minus under root 2u sin theta का whole square b square minus 4ac over 2a. So only difference is the negative sign here. So t equals to minus u sin theta over z plus minus under root u sin theta over z square plus 2h over z. So this is the required time of flight. We can even calculate trajectory equation. How we can calculate trajectory equation in this case? How we can calculate trajectory equation? Trajectory equation in this case. At t equals to 0, initial speed is u cos theta, initial vertical speed is u sin theta. At time t, speed remains u cos theta and vertical speed becomes different. Suppose horizontal displacement after time t is x, vertical displacement y. So x equals to u cos theta into t and y is u sin theta t plus half gt square. From 1 and 2, we can eliminate t. we can eliminate t. Y equals to u sin theta into t is x over u cos theta plus z over 2 x over u cos theta का square. So y comes out to be u gets cancelled, tan theta into x plus gx square over 2u square cos square theta. We all know this equation. Only difference is the sign. Only difference is the sign. Only difference is the sign. Y equals to tan theta x plus gx square over 2u square cos square theta. So this is required trajectory. This is required trajectory equation. This is required trajectory equation. Case 4, projected, a body projected from a height. A body projected from a height. As shown in figure. As shown in figure. Body just released from a small height h. Total height is capital H. This angle is theta. Find relation between a small h and capital H so that body collides elastically. Body collides elastically. Here, after displacement h, velocity of body or projectile becomes v equals to under 2gh. V equals to under root 2gh. An inclined plane having an angle theta. This one is r normal. This one is r normal. This is 90 minus theta and this angle is theta. So velocity have two components before hitting. Before hitting, body have two components. One is v cos theta and other is v sin theta. Other is v sin theta. After hitting and making elastic collision, v cos theta reverses back. V cos theta and v sin theta remains the same. V sin theta remains the same. V cos theta remains the same. So after hitting, projectile have velocity along inclined plane and perpendicular to it. V sin theta and V cos theta. What is the component of Z? G also is in V direction. So G sin theta and Z cos theta. So we can calculate time of light. On inclined plane, perpendicular to the inclined plane, speed is u, speed is v cos theta, speed is v cos theta, and retardation of v cos theta is z cos theta. So time of light is 2 v cos theta over z cos theta. Cos theta gets cancelled. So time of light is 2v over z. What is v? V is under root 2h over z. So time of light comes out to be 2 over z under root th over z. This is the time of light. Total time taken by the projectile to reach at the final total time is under root 2h over z plus 2 by z under root 2h over z. 2 by z over 2h over z. In question this height is h. So this height comes out to be h minus h. So this time is under root 2 h minus h so no matter in question h is given or h minus h is given, we can replace it. So this one is the total time. So this one is our total time. Suppose this height is h and this height is, this total height given is h. So this height comes out to be h minus h. A special case in this question may be after collision, velocity of body or projectile becomes parallel to surface of earth. So after falling height h, velocity of the projectile becomes horizontal and body falls like this, a height that is h minus h. So this one is part of horizontal projectile motion. In this case, time is under root 2h over z, and in this part time t2 is under root 2h over z. So total time taken is t1 plus t2, that equals to under root 2h over z plus under root 2h minus h over z. So this is the total. For taking subspatial case, for taking maximum time, सबसे ज़्यादा समय लगे इस तरह से फॉल कराया जाए, time maxima condition, variable is a small h. So for t maxima, dt over dh must be equals to 0. So dt over dh equals to under root 2h over z common. From here under root 2 by z, under root 2 by z common. So under root h plus under root h minus h d over dh, that equals to 0 under root 2h over z root x under root x का डिफरेंशिएशन 1 by 2 root x. So root h is 1 by 2 root h, and h is dh over dh, plus root x 1 by 2 root x, and differentiation inside 0 minus 1. So by dividing it comes out to be 0 equals to 1 by 2 under root h minus 1 by 2 under root h minus h. So 1 by 2 under root h equals to 1 by 2 under root h minus h. 2 gets cancelled. H equals to h minus h, 2h equals to h. So h is nothing but h over 2. For taking a maximum time, both height must be the same one. If this height is 5 meter, this height must be 5 meter to take maximum time in case of body gets horizontal velocity after hitting. In case number 5, in case of projection from a height, suppose there is an aeroplane moving with a velocity v. A body thrown with an speed u, that is less than v, with respect to the plane, then find the position where body hits the ground if it falls a height h. Also calculate time of light. According to question, projectile have a speed with respect to frame u and frame have a speed v. So total speed of projectile in horizontal direction is u plus v, and there is no vertical speed, only acceleration, and this height given is h. So this is a case of horizontal projection. So time of light is under root 2h over z. Range is u plus v multiply under root 2h over z, and greatest height is the given height. Greatest height is the given. Now we are talking about case third. Case third of types of projection. Case third of type of projection means projection on an inclined plane. Projection on an inclined plane. Projection on an inclined plane. There is an inclined plane. Angle of inclination is alpha. A projectile projected with an speed u at an angle theta. Body goes like this. Greatest height is this. Horizontal range is this length. This length is r. Time of light is t. We have to calculate r, t and h. R, t and h. First of all, we have to break. We have to break components of velocity and acceleration due to gravity along and perpendicular to the plane. This one is our first step. So projectile have a speed u cos theta along the plane u sin theta. We all know component of acceleration g is in this direction g sin theta, g cos theta. So there is a retardation in both the direction. This direction is a non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. And this direction is also a case of non-uniform motion. Second step, we have to apply non-uniform kinematical motion equation according to given data. According to given data. Suppose we have to calculate time of light. What is time of light? In time of light, in a time of flight, body comes again on the plane So there is no displacement of body away from the plane. If this direction is our x-axis, this direction is y-axis, displacement along y-axis is 0, y is 0. What is y? Y is u sin theta t minus half, opposing y is g cos theta. G cos theta is the retardation. G cos theta is the retardation of y. G cos theta into t square. So y is 0. U sin theta t is the time of light minus half g cos theta into t square. 1 t gets cancelled. So t is 2u sin theta over g cos theta. 2u sin theta over g cos theta. So there is a change of cos theta. Sorry, here g cos alpha. So time of light is 2uy over gy. 2uy over gy. This is our time of light. What is greatest height? Greatest height h is what? If this is plane of inclination during motion, here vertical speed comes out to be 0, initial speed is u sin theta, and retardation is g cos theta, and displacement is h. So s equals to u plus v over 2 into t can be applied, or ut plus half a t is u plus v over 2 into t can be applied. U plus v over 2 into t can be applied. T is the half of the time of light. So h is u sin theta plus 0 over 2 and time of light half. H is u sin theta over 2 and time of light is 2u sin theta over g cos alpha. 2 gets cancelled. So greatest height is u square sin square theta over 2g cos alpha. So there is a slight change in t and h. T is 2uy over gy and greatest height is uy square over 2gy. Uy square over 2gy. In this case, what is range? What is range? Range formula. This one is our range. In this direction, speed is u cos theta, and in this direction, retardation is g sin alpha. So after a time capital T, displacement is r. So s equals to ut plus half a t square can be applied at s is plus r, u is plus u cos theta, t is t, of acceleration is minus g sin alpha into t square. So range is u cos theta minus g sin alpha by 2 into t into t. R is u cos theta minus g sin alpha over 2. Notice time of flight 2u sin theta over g cos alpha. Notice time of flight again 2u sin theta over g cos alpha. So range comes out to be u common from both sides 2u square sin theta over g cos alpha cos theta minus sin alpha sin theta over cos alpha. So range comes out to be 2u square sin theta over g cos alpha. Cos alpha is a common. Cos alpha cos theta minus sin alpha sin theta. We have formula cos A into cos B minus sin A into sin B cos A plus B. So accordingly we can use 2u square sin theta over g cos alpha cos square alpha into cos theta plus alpha. So R is 2 u sin theta u cos theta plus alpha u cos theta plus alpha over g cos square alpha over g cos square alpha. This is the required relation to range. Or we can arrange another form of range. R is u square 2 sin theta into cos theta plus alpha divided by g cos square alpha. So R comes out to be u square over g cos square alpha and 2 sin A into cos B sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. Sin A plus B is 2 theta plus alpha plus sin A minus B is minus alpha. So range formula comes out to be u square over g cos square alpha sin 2 theta plus alpha minus sin alpha. So this is our second form. This one is our second form of the same formula. In this case, anyone can ask find condition for maximum range and also calculate maximum range. For range to be maximum, u square over g cos square alpha into sin 2 theta plus alpha minus sin alpha. This must be maximum one. this one is a constant and this one is variable. So for R maxima, sin 2 theta plus alpha must be a maximum. Means 2 theta plus alpha must be 90 degree. So theta is 90 minus alpha over 2. Theta is 45 degree minus alpha by 2. 45 degree minus alpha by 2. This is the required condition for maximum range. What will be maximum range? R maxima u square. What will be R maxima? U square over g cos square alpha sin 2 theta plus alpha minus sin alpha. Putting value u square over g cos square alpha sin 2 theta. What is sin 2 theta? 2 theta is 90 minus alpha. So 2 theta is 90 minus alpha minus sin alpha. So u square over g cos square alpha cos alpha minus sin alpha, u square over g cos square alpha cos alpha minus 2 theta is 90 minus alpha cos alpha minus sin alpha. For maximum 2 theta plus alpha 90. Here 2 theta plus alpha. So this one is 90. Sin 90 is 1. So u square over cos square is 1 minus sin square. 1 minus sin alpha. So maximum range is u square over z 1 minus sin alpha 1 plus sin alpha 1 minus sin alpha. 1 minus sin alpha gets cancelled. R maxima is u square over z into 1 plus sin alpha. This is R maxima. So in upward inclined projection, we get formula. Time of flight is 2u sin theta over g cos alpha. Greatest height is u square sin square theta over 2g cos alpha, and range is 2u square sin theta cos theta plus alpha divided by g cos square alpha, or 2u sin theta u cos theta plus alpha over g cos square alpha, or u square sin 2 theta plus alpha minus sin alpha over g cos square alpha. Fourth point is condition for maximum range. Theta is 45 degree minus alpha by 2. Condition for maximum range. And what is maximum range? Maximum range is u square over z into 1 plus sine alpha. R maxima is u square over z 1 plus sine alpha. U square over z 1 plus sine alpha. Next one is downward inclined projection. In this case we have to project a body from inclined plane downward. This angle is alpha and this is u, this angle is theta. So in this case also we have to calculate THR, condition for maximum R, and also maximum R value. In the same process we can calculate. First step is brake velocity components and acceleration components along and perpendicular to inclined plane. So if this angle is given alpha, component of u is u cos theta and here u sin theta. Acceleration component is g sin alpha and g component is g cos alpha. So we have a trick. Time of flight is 2uy over zy. Here uy is u sin theta, zy is g cos alpha. So same formula. What is greatest height? Trick is uy square over 2zy. Uy square over that equals to uy is u sin theta square, gy is g cos alpha. So greatest height also remains unchanged, u square sin square theta over 2g cos alpha. This also remains unchanged. What is the range? In this case this distance is r range. Projectile have a speed component u cos theta and acceleration component g sin alpha. Time of flight is t. Only difference is the direction of u cos theta from the previous one. So there is only difference of direction of u cos theta. So r is u cos theta t plus half a t square. What is t? U cos theta t is 2u sin theta over g cos alpha. Half g sin alpha t square is 2u sin theta over g cos alpha का square. So 2u sin theta over g cos alpha common, u cos theta plus g sin alpha over 2 multiply 2u sin theta over g cos alpha. 2 gets cancelled, u common. So 2u square sin theta over g cos alpha cos theta plus sin theta over cos alpha sin alpha. So range in downward projection is 2u square sin theta g cos alpha LCM cos alpha cos theta sin alpha sin theta. We have a formula cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B cos A minus B. So range formula is 2u square sin theta into cos theta minus alpha or alpha minus theta divided by g cos square m. So this is the formula for range. This is formula for range. What is the difference? Difference is only in the first, in the upward projection this sign is positive and in downward direction this sign is negative. Also another form of R equals to u square 2 sin theta into cos theta minus alpha over g cos square alpha 2 sin A into cos B sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. This formula is applicable. So R is u square over g cos square alpha sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. So this is another form of range. Now find condition for maximum range. Find condition for maximum range. As R equals to u square over g cos square alpha into sin 2 theta minus alpha plus sin alpha. R is maximum when this one is 1. So for R to be maximum 2 theta minus alpha must be 90 degree. So theta must be 45 degree plus alpha by 2. This is the required condition. This is the condition for maximum range in case of downward projection. Downward projection. What is maximum range? What is maximum range in downward projection? What is maximum range in downward projection? R maxima equals to u square over g cos square alpha into sin 2 theta plus alpha minus alpha plus sin alpha. So this one is 1. R maxima is u square over g cos square alpha 1 plus sin alpha.